do not listen to music. And because already you have taken 2 long years to understand the concepts behind them, it is better you try to put memory now. NEET examination is basically a mind game. As I've already shared, taking anything new at this point of time would be costing you more. Hi guys, this is Achyut Murari from the second year of MBBS from Osmania Medical College. So I will be publishing this video about on September 2nd, which is probably 10 days before the NEET examination as per the information at least given by NTA as of now. So as an MBBS student, I really wanted something to be helpful to my juniors, or probably some of the tips or tricks which probably would be helping the students who have been trying to crack NEET of 2021. Well, I thought of making an elaborate video, but rather proceeding with that, I just thought of making all the do's and don'ts which you have to be doing basically before the 10 days of the examination. I found that least amount of people speak about this, but I really wanted this video to be more exploring and diving deep into the aspects of the student friendly way, because I myself have faced these issues and I do not want any other person to face these. I completely have 10 do's and don'ts which will be helpful for you. So the first don't which I really wanted to share with you all is pretty commonest one and the most cliche one, and that is do not try to learn any of the newer topics as of now. You see, I clearly can understand the stature of us aspirant who would be wanting more and more content to be putting into his or her brain, and especially when you are being told that you have just 10 days before your examination, you kind of are really confused, and so as to be cracking NEET examination, you need to be very time constrained and time particular aspirant. So you tend to be learning some of the newer things, or just remembering that, oh god, I've forgotten that chapter, oh god, I've forgotten this chapter, I need to be covering this topic, and so and so. And in this process, you'll be trying to learn some of the newer things, which is absolutely very bad to your mental health, especially considering the fact, because if at all you're trying to gain 1 point, you're trying to lose all the 9 points which you already have in your brain. So it's better you try to ruminate all the 9 points which you already have, unless and until the topic is super important, such as a whole chapter which you have completely forgotten in preparation. Only then go for a newer chapter to be learning at this point of time. But I really would be saying with you all that please do not learn any of the newer topics before the 10 days of the examination, because it will be basically putting you in a situation that you kind of are not very confident, and this kind of thing will be breaking your mental stability, which is most important for a NEET aspirant. Now the do which I wanted to share is please memorize all the memory required topics. The memory required topics which I have basically found according to me are the ones which I have listed here. The first one being the biodiversity and organisms from the biology and the morphology of the flowering plants and anatomy of the plants, and the animal which are pretty much based on memory, and which you have to be pouring more of your thoughts or memory in that. And then coming to physics, all the formula is kind of really better if at all you wanted to memorize the things. And of course inorganic chemistry is completely a whole lot of memory things, so it's better you just kind of ruminate it each day before you try to proceed. And also some of the organic reactions, the neighborhood reactions especially, they are the most important for you to put in your brain and just have you in their fingertips, because it kind of really makes you troublesome if at all you're sitting in your examination hall and trying to still crack open your brain and try to answer these questions. So it's way better if at all you try to remember these topics. So the memory topics are the most important ones which you have to be revising multiple times, and because already you have taken 2 long years to understand the concepts behind them, it is better you try to put memory now. The another do not thing which I wanted to share is basically the mistake which some of my friends have committed during their NEET preparation was they kind of bought these newer materials which were kind of condensed form of textbooks. They have flowcharts already printed from them, such as MTG and some other publications, so such as butterfly fields and all that. So basically these books have all the flowcharts already printed in them, and so my friends basically bought these books right before their examination, about a month, about 15 days before the examination. They kind of started reading them. So what I wanted to share in the second topic is, if at all you are bringing any newer material to your arena just before your examination, it will kind of really screw you up, because you are completely new and that material is foreign to you. It's better you try to draw charts or read the charts which you already have prepared for so long. And if at all you do not have, if at all you have not made any of the charts during your preparation, don't worry, just open your textbooks and try to revise them as much as possible, rather than buying any new material and which have flowcharts or images probably, because what I wanted to share in this is something which are acquainted, that is a NCERT textbook is way better than going with any other publications or any other newer information which is being poured into your mind right before just 10 days of the examination. So the next do which I have basically in this whole list is please reach out to the points to remember from the NCERT. Basically, especially in the concepts of physics, these are the aspects which will kind of help you in acing the theory points which will be usually being posed into NEET examination, such as assertion reasoning, especially in the AIMS examination, or some of the true or false statements which kind of really confuse you. These are the ones which are directly picked up from NCERT physics. The next do not, which I really wanted to share with you all, is please do not change your location at any cost. And also please stay away from negative people. Obviously, this is a non-academic part which is least spoken, but I really wanted this to be made a highlighted point into this video, because this is a time when you are really vulnerable to the comments of people. People are always there to question you, to fret you, and also they are kind of not the one who really support you. The people who really support you are probably your parents, your friends, and your siblings, with whom you need to be spending most of the time so that you can basically have a positive impact on your brain. A person has a specific ambience, a specific place where his or her energy is basically concentrated. So it is better if at all you stay in the same area and kind of revise that, because entering into a newer area where your mind is exposed to newer things and you're kind of perceiving newer aspects which will be probably distracting you. NEET examination is basically a mind game. The knowledge which you possess is something which is possessed by the crores of people around India, but the most important aspect in here is the time limit and how much efficiently you are using your brain in the stipulated amount of time, that is just 3 hours. So your efficiency is what matters here rather than what you really know. So for us to be improving your efficiency, these non-academic tips are also something which are really important, and I really wanted them to be present in this video. So the next do which I really wanted to share is please make up enough of your timetable or schedule for the last 10 days which do not have nighttime studies. So in the either of the way, for the people who really love reading in the daytime, I really wanted that you do not stress out in the night times and kind of have your 8-hour sleep cycle for any other student, as a matter of fact. And as I've already shared, biology is something very volatile, and it's better you concentrate more upon the biodiversity and the organisms, which has immense amount of memory requisitions and morphology of the flowering plants. So it's better you go with both these of the topics. And inorganic chemistry is something really volatile, but also it is the one which will be giving you most of the marks in your examination, because with least amounts of effort you can actually gain more marks. But as the stereotype goes, inorganic is not completely based on memory, it also has some of the concepts. So it's better you understand what is the concept behind what you have remembered for a specific sequence of the elements. Why is that sequence actually happening is much important, but also do not forget the whole sequence. And especially this happens with your F block elements. Most of the students are kind of really punctual and more interested into reading the 1A, 2A group elements and S block elements, but they do give least importance to D block elements, which are kind of really important for you to understand the coordinate compounds. So it's better if at all you go with the coordinate compounds, solid state and D block elements together, because this trio will be something which will be helping you more. Now coming to the next do not, which I really wanted to share with you all, and this is something which I basically say most of the times to the people around: do not listen to music. Many of the students I have found have the habit of listening to music while they are studying. Even as a matter of fact, I too am a music listener while I study. But it's better if at all you do not listen to any of the songs which have immense amount of lyrics or which are hum worthy. So basically some of the songs are something which stick to your mind and you kind of hum it throughout the day. It is better you try to listen to only instrumental music and nothing more. For the people who really require music, please go with instrumental music and nothing more. Even sometimes or lo-fi or hip-hop music is okay, but any of the jazz or rock kind of music will be really troublesome. And for the people who do not love music, it's all fine. You just have to be going with your mind concentration or so. You can please check out the lo-fi music from YouTube. It is kind of really helpful. Now, just summing up the whole plot and the whole content in here. The last one is completely non-academic one, and this is something our parents say the most often. Just stay calm, have plenty of water, and especially during these COVID times, because of the waves of COVID-19 which we are being affected with, the examinations have been postponed and they kind of really create chaos among students. The examination which was supposed to be scheduled in the May of 2021 is being scheduled on September of 2021, and still it is unclear that whether the examination will be conducted or not. So considering the fact that you need to be healthy in order to appear for the examination, and putting all the confusions aside of the quarantine, of the vaccinations, it's better you try to concentrate more on your studies and also do not get paranoid about the virus around. Don't forget, the life ahead is much beautiful than you can actually imagine. So go ahead. Take care. Bye bye.